Hi, it's Mind Crypto here. I hope we're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world.
Remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research.
Mind Crypto here. I hope we're all having a wonderful day. And the title of the video, it's all a distraction. But first and foremost, we look at the crypto bubbles. We are up one rank to 38, market cap of 1.07 billion. We are sitting just below $89 and the 24-hour volume at $12 million. We are down 0.4% in the hour, down 1.3% in the day, down 3.7% in the week, and down 11% in the month. And it is absolute turmoil out there at the moment. But that is the crypto market. And we will have to get used to it because I believe this is likely to continue. So we have a beautiful tweet from Bull Shark Trading here. Quant sell side liquidity taken at $87.1. I'm not just talking about Quant here, but all the financial assets. Time and time again, you will notice a run on liquidity before the opposite side step in. Here we can see a run on the sell side, and once taken, buyers step in and push price back. He asked the question, can an asset continue to go down? His answer is absolutely, especially if there's more liquidity targets. If you do not know or understand liquidity, it means you are the liquidity, and I totally agree. This is why I post all Bull Shark Trading charts, because I believe liquidity is so important in this market. So if you're on Twitter, go and give him a follow, because I think his signals and his basis of understanding is so different of the general trader, because I think this is exactly what you will find the whales looking for. So we're going to get into it. So the last 2-3 days of absolute carnage and FUD. And I put a tweet out today, be careful out there guys, lots of accounts saying they've sold their quant but never held it. As I bookmark their tweets, and I should have screenshotted all of these, they delete the tweet. This could be a whale paying his minions. I say that, probably it's retailers trying to FUD. They've obviously teamed up and thought, well, let's get at quant because we've got the opposing team link. Now, it's a bit underhand, let's be quite honest. There's going to be, I believe, enough room for everyone. But I still believe quant is superior. But they'll have you believe that it's not. But hey ho, you know, maybe I'm biased, but I'm not just a quant holder. I hold many coins. Now, I say this because you see this sort of message, and it's so obvious. This guy, whoever it is, it's Linky. Have sold my quant and buyed Link. Chainlink will dominate the bull run. And then we see this other tweet. Have sold my quant and buyed Link. Blatantly someone that can't speak properly. And as I said earlier, I actually saw a tweet where someone put their transaction up of them selling their quant for Link, and I should have screenshotted it, but immediately as I bookmark it, it signaled to them, so they deleted it because it might be used. It is disingenuous. This is what's going on in the market. They want to distract you. They want to redirect you to their coin. There could also be a reason that they don't want you to buy quant. I mean, that's conspiratorial, but who knows when we see this sort of stuff going on. This tweet from digital asset investor XRP, watch this, then imagine what these same Wall Street guys could do if they had a major US regulator in their pocket, crushing prices with crypto crackdowns for 2 years right before allowing them to open Bitcoin ETFs. Absolutely phenomenal. You've got to remember, they destroy it, they buy it, then they adopt it. This is exactly what's going on Twitter. They want to destroy your coin. They want to distract you as much as they possibly can whilst buying it. So don't believe everything you hear on Twitter. Don't allow it to distract you because they're playing games. It's all a game to them. Let's have a listen to this.
On September 12th, Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin is a fraud. He says he'll fire any one of his traders buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin drops 24%. When Jamie Dimon speaks, people listen. So that weekend, we found out that the largest buyer of a Bitcoin fund that's in Europe that buys physical Bitcoin, right? The largest buyer was Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. And that's not illegal.
He says it's a fraud.
It says he'll fire anyone that buys it. Yes.
And at the same time, his company is buying it.
His company is buying it.
It's just, so unethical.
Right.
Okay, George Soros.
George Soros, in January 24th, price was already down, calls Bitcoin a bubble, says Bitcoin is the worst, the worst investment in the world. Don't buy Bitcoin. Don't buy Bitcoin. Basically throws gasoline on the fire at this point. And then what do we find out? So he says bubble here.
It drops 44%.
Right. And then here in April, 2 months later, guess what we find out?
Yeah.
His $26 billion family office has approval to buy cryptocurrency.
Right. And we only knew about it publicly here. And this is the kind of thing that George Soros is famous for this, talking the sterling down.
Yeah.
And what did he do? He stole the pensions of all the little people.
Yeah, made $1 billion.
Yeah. Okay.
So then here now, Goldman Sachs, this again, February 7th, most cryptocurrencies will crash to zero. Now I remember when they said this in February, and I had, through my network, I knew that Goldman Sachs was setting up a crypto trading desk. Absolutely knew they were setting up a crypto trading desk. And
I remember you telling me that.
Right. And then, of course, they were denying it. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Price falls down 27%. And then what do we find out? We find out here, they say BTC 0. And then we find out just before May, new trading desk. Not only that, they put $400 million to buy a cryptocurrency trading platform.
It's all a massive red herring, complete distraction. Now, we've seen it yesterday with the announcement that the House of Financial Committee in America saying they're going to ban the Fed from creating a CBDC. Is this exactly the same thing? Because they're going to destroy it, create doubt. So therefore, you then leave the market, they destroy, they buy, they adopt. And we can see it here. It's happened in the past and it will happen again. It's all a game. So we also see this from Just a Tech Guy, which I thought was quite important because this is where a lot of the FUD comes from. Overledger is proprietary, permissioned and costs money to use. Quant is not a DAO token. It's an ERC20 token. You cannot see confidential license fees of clients. Don't like it, sell. And he's quite right, because this is only going to get worse. You can't see those transactions. You can't see them because Quant is not a blockchain. We also see this from SAN. DLT API gateways do not store data. The DLTs does. The gateway owner, a bank, government agency, enterprises, have full control. Quant can't tamper or see any transactions the permissioned enterprise way. Absolutely. So they could be buying in right now. We wouldn't know. But so what happens is you've got all these people on Twitter saying bad things, saying this, saying that, probably buying it up whilst everybody's selling, and then we see the price dip. I actually think things are going to get a lot worse, but I'm not going to sell. You're probably thinking, well, why wouldn't you sell with that thought? Well, they could change this any time. They could just flick this switch of whatever it might be, whether it's going to happen now or later, I don't know. My appetite, I'm fine with. I'm absolutely fine with my holding where I'm at right now. If it drops, I will DCA buy in as it goes down. That's the way I see it. But if you don't have an appetite for this type of feeling, because this is going to continue and I believe it's going to get a lot worse, they are going to make it thicker and faster, and we probably will see some dips. That doesn't mean I'm fudding it. That just means that I'm aware of it, but I will buy on the way down, like I'm sure many others will do. But remember, only invest what you're willing to lose, because this is the market. This is not just crypto. This is the stock markets too. And this is what we are now going to play with. And whales know this. They know how to manipulate it. Because if you look at some of those tweets that I talked about earlier, are they tweets from general people? Me, I believe they're probably manipulated and they've been put there to FUD a particular coin. Whether they're buying it or whether they want you to go and buy Link or whatever, it's just a silly tactic and it's so transparent in my eyes. But hey, you've got to do your own research because I'm not a financial advisor. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Please hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any further important videos. All the best, and I'll catch you later.
Remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research.